Rigatoni, and do not mind, there's going to be some boisterous pups in the room with us, and they're going to be making some noises. Great to live in a scrappy environment. We're working on her kennel and weight command. So I'm going to show you 2 ways we work on this. Rigatoni, I'm going to get her attention. Ready? So I'm going to take a treat, I'm going to toss it in the back, tell her to count it. Good girl. Close her on in there. Now it's important I wait till she finishes eating that treat and focus is on me and not eating. As soon as I have her attention, I'm going to say, Rigatoni, wait. Okay, good girl. Good job. She looked at the treat. Good girl. Do it again. Take that treat. Show her I got it. Toss in the back of the kennel. Tell her kennel. Oh, she's not going for that one. Put a couple in there. Good girl. I'm going to throw 2 in. I'm going to wait until she finishes eating those. I'm going to tell her wait. So when she goes to barge out like that prematurely to the release word, I'm going to close her back in saying wait. Wait. Okay, good girl. Good. Good girl. I'm dropping treats everywhere. Good girl. I'm going to get her attention and we're going to do it again. Let her count. She doesn't want to go in for just one. Let's see if she goes in for another one. Ready? So sometimes Rigatoni doesn't want to go in the kennel, and that's normal. They don't really always want to go in there and be away from you, especially because Rigatoni likes to be close, kennel. So sometimes just being enticing and continuing to follow through by throwing a couple extra treats in there. And I also have a second way of showing you how we can do this and keeping it positive. So I'm going to tell her wait. Okay, good girl. Wait for that release word, which is okay. Good girl, yes. Good job. Following through with that release word, I want to give her a treat as well as praise. Keeping it positive and upbeat. Toss it in, tell her count. See, she doesn't always want to go right in, that's fine. Never going to force her in. If she wants to back out, I'm not going to push her in. Tell her count. Good girl. I'm making sure to toss those treats in the far back. This way she can just lean in and grab a few. I want her to actually go all the way into the counter to get the treat. If she did lean in and just get one and then back right out, again, I'm not going to force her. I want her to have a positive relationship with the kennel. So I'm going to tell her wait. Her body language showed she was going to try and barge. And tell her wait. Okay, good girl. Good job. Good girl. She put little freebies on the floor. Like I said, I was dropping them everywhere. Gonna get her attention again. Ready, Rigatoni? She's sure about. Toss them in. Tell her to count. Close her on in there. So the point of the kennel command is we want her to go in there, like I said, have a positive relationship with the kennel. She has to go in there when you're away from home or at night. This way she's not getting into the trash. You know where she's at all times. The wait command is to have good manners. We also use the wait command when walking through doorways or across streets, especially in a town setting. This way it's safety as well as just good manners. We don't want them to think it's okay to just barge on out whenever they want. We want nice, calm behavior when coming out of the kennel, walking through doorways, or crossing the street. So telling her wait, closing her right back in there, wait. Okay, good girl, good. Toss those in, tell her to count, closing her right in there. Yes, good girl. Using positive marker words while she's in there, saying yes, good girl. If Rigatoni was batting or pawing at the door or barking, being really boisterous, like trying to get out or even digging, I'm not going to let her out during any of those, especially if she's crying. Because if I do, she's going to think, well, next time I will cry louder and longer until you get in. So if she was throwing a little bit of a tantrum or anything like that right now, I would just wait it out. Wait till I can count to about 10 in my head of nice, calm behavior, and then I would give her the release. Wait. Wait. Like that. She just pawed at the door. And remove my hand. I don't want to praise that. Wait. Wait. Okay, good girl. I want her to be focused and listening. That's why I say And I want her to be listening to what I say. This way, when she goes home, you can build up time to that door. So that way, eventually, when she's a little older and more mature, you'll be able to hold the kennel door wide open, saying wait, and her stay in there until she hears that release word. You ready, Rigatoni? Ooh, like that. And you're excited for it. Ready? So say the treats aren't working. She comes home and she's not wanting to go in the kennel with some treats. Sometimes they're like that, especially in a new environment. So what we can always do is pull out like a long-term treat or a crate safe toy. She should never be crated without something to do. Of course, like right now we're just working on the drill and trying to get her strengthening this command. So right now there's nothing in the kennel with her, that's fine. But if you're gonna crate her, especially for an extensive amount of time, you want her to have something to keep her occupied. You never want to put her in there with something with nothing to do because the time will definitely pass longer. I know, she sees one of her puppy friends over there. I know. So I'm gonna focus off of the other puppy. I'm gonna take a long-term treat. This is a hoof. These are one of her favorites. Yes, I know you love it. So I'm gonna get her excited for it. If I can get her chasing it, tossing it back to the kennel, tell her kennel, good girl. Again, tossing it all the way in the back. This way she's not just reaching in, grabbing her toy or long-term treat. You would crate her for whatever it is you need to crate her for. And when you came back, making sure her focus is on you, not eating or chewing on the toy or long-term treat. Telling her wait. Same thing though, wait. Okay, good girl, yes. So we'll do that again. Taking the crate safe toy or long-term treat, getting her excited. If she doesn't want to go in for it again, that's fine. And maybe put a treat in it. Ooh, what's in there? Oh, I know. She reached in and got a freebie, that's fine. We have been working on this for a little bit this morning, so she might just be having enough or getting full too. We'll try and see if we can get her going there one more time. Right? And the thing is, when I say a crate safe toy, I'm meaning anything she can't ingest. I don't want to crate her with plush toys or even tennis balls, rope toys, nothing like that. Nothing that she can potentially shred up and eat. And if you start to notice that any of her crate safe toys are starting to get ingested, that's the time to throw them away. So she goes in. And like I said, we've been working on this for a bit. I want to keep it positive. So another thing I'm going to do, she's being really apprehensive, like I don't want to go in there. She just doesn't want to. Taking those treats, letting her nibble on them. And then she goes right in there. I'm just going to take my arm and I'm going to kind of extend it. Especially when she goes home and it's new, she's new into the environment, it's a new place for her to be in, or even a new kennel. Sometimes it takes a little bit of encouragement, and I don't want to just grab her and shove her in. Of course, if it came down to it, because you really have to go, she's not going in. But making sure she has something rewarding when she does get in there. You don't want it to be that you just shove her in the kennel with nothing to do, anything like that. You want to keep it positive. Taking a lure, even if you're guiding her in, you don't want to just shove her in. You want to keep it positive, using positive marker words, excited tones of voice, and just being upbeat about it. Telling her, wait. Wait. Okay, good girl. Yes, good job. A good time to work on something maybe that's not her strongest, like I would say kennel is probably her least strongest command. A good thing to do is do it while she's hungry. Feed her breakfast by taking her, like hand feeding her breakfast by putting it like this. Say this was kibble instead of treats. I would just take the kibble in the morning and be like, okay, we're gonna work on kennel in the new environment. So, she has another puppy friend over there. Like I said, she just wants to see them. When we're all done, she'll definitely get some puppy playtime. So I'm gonna show her about these treats. I know. She just loves to be close. That's the only reason she doesn't want to go in the kennel, and she wants to stay with you. She knows if she goes in there, she probably might have to go in there for a little bit, because we do have a nap time here and such. So like I said, just keeping it positive. Good girl, good kennel. You could also, when she comes home and you're trying to work on this for new in the environment, reach out in there and pet her up. Say, good girl. Give her lots of praise. So this way she knows it's a positive place. You have a nice, calm, gentle tone of voice. You're excited tone of voice. It's nothing bad. And yes, good girl. Close her on in there. Go do whatever it is you're doing. And then when you come back, you're going to tell her, wait. Okay, good girl. Like I said though, if she's crying or batting at the kennel while in there, do not feed into that behavior. Do not let her out while doing it. Do not acknowledge her when she's doing it. We try to tell everybody that puppies are a lot like kids. And you let them do something one time, or you feed into a behavior one time, it takes 10 times longer to break it. So if she comes home and she's crying in the kennel because she wants to be with you, let her cry it out. And then when you can count to 10 in your head, especially if you have to let her out, count to 10 in your head, and then that's when it's a good time to kind of be like, okay, let her out. But yep, so this is Rigatoni working on her kennel weight. Let me see if we can get her over here. Rigatoni! Rigatoni! Come here. Yes, good girl. But yeah, so this is kennel weight. Good job.